what? Let me go to the main topic here real quick.
All right, listen. So, and we have the main topic: great anime-inspired video games.
Oh, I forgot that was good.
Yeah, I don't know what you. I have no idea what you were doing.
completely
Cut him
forgot.
off. So I was like, I said, let's get to the topic. Jay said, let's.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Yeah, whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. Tonight, we are your hosts, Algie857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Stikz.
And your boy Big Choco. What up?
Turbo 857. And tonight we have the return of a very special guest tonight.
What is up,
Member.
everybody?
Absolutely. We have a member of the Game Review Click Media Glitch, fellow YouTuber, also a fan of 90s games and anime, also happens to be the creator and developer of PC Engine / Dreamcast game FX Unit Yuki. Please give a warm round of applause for Saru.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me back on.
All right.
It's awesome.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you for
going
being
on?
here. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
And we have the main topic: great anime-inspired video games.
Oh, I forgot that was good.
off.
Yeah, I don't know what you. I have no idea what
I
you're doing.
completely
Cut him off. So
forgot.
I was like, I said, let's get to the topic. Jay said, let's.
That wasn't rehearsed.
Great anime-inspired games. Okay, so in the 90s, there were games that were anime-inspired but weren't actually in America, and they changed them. So I'll go over those first. So, and this isn't a great game, by the way. This is just a game.
Nope.
This is Dragon Ball, which was known as Dragon Power.
Oh, God, Dragon Power. I had that for Nintendo. It was terrible.
In the U.S., it was called Dragon Power.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
It was
I
pretty
didn't know what it was
crappy.
either.
This is before Dragon Ball was
either.
even a thing.
I had no idea that was Dragon Ball.
You know what's funny? When I found out it was Dragon Ball, I'm like, oh my God.
Why?
I was like, this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever played.
Why?
Yes.
And nothing to me looked anything like anything Dragon Ball. Like a monkey boy.
It was. Yeah, it was
Like a
terrible.
crack-headed monkey boy running around.
It was such a bad game.
I'm like, this is, and for years before we knew what Dragon Ball was, me and Turbo were like,
That was
is
it.
the worst game I've ever played in my entire life.
But that was all we got.
Yep.
We didn't have another Dragon Ball
No, there was
game.
nothing.
Dragon Power was terrible game.
It was terrible.
So I can't. Oh, so
I think I got a
bad.
fake ending in that game, like right away.
You got an ending?
I did. I found a Dragon Ball, and it was terrible.
Oh my
What?
God! That
And that
game
was it. And it just
Dude,
ended.
the
it was a
game
bad
is
ending.
awful.
But all right, we're done with that.
I'm
one.
sorry. You just brought back so many memories. I'm like, oh, it's awful.
On Sega Master System, they did have a few. I had Black Belt, and we had Black Belt,
yeah. We had Black Belt,
and we
yeah.
didn't know.
That-
Like
Oh,
in America,
Black
you didn't
Belt,
know
yeah.
what these games were because we didn't have the internet or anything. So we didn't know that they were actual games in Japan that were something different. And
Yeah.
we saw Fist of North Star.
Yeah, we
didn't
saw
even-
Fist of North Star, yeah,
we
yeah.
didn't even make the correlation that this is.
But it
Fist
all
of
makes
North
sense.
Star.
It makes
Dude,
sense.
I'm learning this
Yeah.
shit right now.
Yeah,
That was-
because we
that was
saw
Fist of
the
North-
actual Fist of North Star
Yeah.
Black Belt game.
When they
was
remade it
Fist
for
of North
Sega
Star.
Ages, they
Yeah.
had it in there. But you should tell when they pop. You punch them and they
You
blow
punch
up.
them and they turn to like nothing.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
didn't
turn into
know
that.
that.
I didn't
Black
even know
Belt
that.
was better than Fist
They
of
just
North Star
crumbled.
too for
Their
the
body
Master
parts just
System.
fly
Well, we
off.
thought it was a Kung Fu ripoff. Well, a better version.
Dude, Kung Fu
Yeah.
was a movie property too. Actually, speaking of Kung Fu,
What's that?
it was a Spartan X in Japan is what it was called, and it was a movie also that had I think Jackie Chan in
Really?
it.
Kung Fu was a.
And then when it came out here, they just made it generic old Kung Fu.
That's funny.
I love
That's
that game.
funny.
That's funny.
It makes
So
sense
simple.
though. I could see
But
that.
So generic, but
They had Last Battle also, and we started realizing that it was Fist of the North Star.
As soon as
What's his name? Arzak?
Arzak, yeah. I'm like, this is a direct rip.
wow.
Then we knew.
They just changed the names.
But we kind
Direct
of
rip.
thought that it was a ripoff instead of like the actual property.
When people started popping, I was like, yeah, this is Fist of North Star. These motherfuckers are popping.
Exactly. But those weren't great. They weren't great. I mean, Black Belt was actually pretty good. I like Black Belt more than Last Battle.
Black Belt was good.
unfortunately.
Black belt was better than Kung Fu.
Well, yeah, it was better than Kung Fu.
I
It's the same
enjoyed
type of thing.
last battle on some bullshit.
So bad.
It,
You get caught with arrows and you go, ooh, 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 ooh.
no,
It's a terrible game. It's a terrible game.
when
Then your
someone
game's
says
over.
it's a bad game, I'm not gonna fight them. I will not fight them
can't
that it's a bad
dispute
game.
that,
But I have history with that.
Show me
game.
that jump kick. Just
Do y'all remember Ninja Kid on
Yes.
NES?
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a anime property too. That was a Gegege no Kitaro in Japan, which is a long-running anime show about like some like creepy ass kid. I don't know if you
Some
know about it.
creepy ass
I
kid
know it's an anime.
it makes sense though.
That's
running
funny.
around touching butts.
Well, whenever you see something like that, and it seems like there's a lot of lore, and it's like a lot of enemies that are weird and stuff like that, it's basically
It's
made off of something.
anime. Yep. it's probably
Yeah,
anime,
because it's not generic. And I was like,
Or
why does this
manga.
look like this?
absolutely.
It was not a good game.
It's, like when it's like, especially like back in the day, like NES and all that stuff, everything kind of just follows the same kind of whatever. You know, you got your role playing game, your adventure game, and then something just
comes out of
Something's
nowhere.
just weird. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is based off anime, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely a fucking anime.
Like what was that? What was that Sega Master System game that Kev played?
Spellcaster?
and beat? Spellcaster.
Spellcaster.
That was an anime.
Yeah.
And Mystic
That was
Mystic
an anime.
Defender for the
Mystic
Genesis.
Defender
For the
was
Genesis.
also the same game,
Yeah.
well, the same property, but they changed it all.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah.
really? They're in the same
Yeah.
series.
It was like you were a monk,
Huh.
but in the U.S. you were not.
And we never fucked with the second one for Genesis.
Because they were stupid hard.
No, we didn't.
Wait, no, I think we did.
You did? I don't know. We didn't.
So in
came
America,
out.
yeah, the in America we got the first one on the Master System. It was called something else, and then Mystic Defender is the second game.
Yeah, Spellcast is the first, right? And then Mystic Defender is the sequel to that,
Yeah.
I guess?
Yeah,
We
Mystic
never
Defender
bought
is-
that,
is
right?
Part two, but
I've never played
Yeah, I don't
Mystic
think we played
Defender
that.
for the Giant. I knew about it, and I've never messed with that game. Yeah, I didn't know it was related to Spellcaster until today.
It looked good, but
pretty-
Spellcaster was hell. That was hell. Fuck that game.
Those are hard, man.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
That's not even worth the pain.
they're
I
both
would
hard.
think was Considine an anime game?
You would think so.
I would think so.
Which-
Considine?
Considine for Sega Master System.
Considered?
Master System.
It was
Is it considered? That's how you say
Considine.
it?
I don't know. maybe.
Considered?
We
I said
butcher a lot of the
everything
names.
I said
back in
everything
the day,
wrong
yeah.
in the 80s.
I don't know.
Ninja Gaiden.
Considine sounds better.
Ninja Gaiden all day.
We
man.
said Ninja Gaiden back in the day.
Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden. We said it wrong. completely.
Ryu.
That wasn't a property. That's crazy.
Ryu,
Right
Ryu.
brain.
That wasn't an anime property. Even though an anime came out for it, it wasn't an anime.
Ninja
property.
Gaiden, right?
No,
Oh.
no. But that anime was shite.
You know what? It wasn't as bad. When
Wait a
I
minute.
watched it recently. It wasn't as bad as I.
Really?
No, it wasn't as bad as I. Listen, I've seen worse recently. It wasn't crazy awesome. I'm gonna say
hell
that,
no.
but I saw
I
some
didn't
of the
even know it
fights.
was an anime until like a year
Yeah.
ago. People were like, "Oh yeah, it was an OVA." I
It
was
was
like,
terrible.
"What?
I'm not. Some of the fights were
Was
okay.
it? Was it bad? Was it that bad?"
He cut him up. He didn't have no ninja mask, which pissed me off though. I'm like,
Exactly.
where's the mask though?
Exactly.
I
That was no
gotta-
Ryu. That was no Hayabusa.
I gotta ask this Turbo. Does
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix Wright count as an anime-inspired game?
That was after, right?
Does it count?
Did the anime come after the games or
It's-
before?
Does
It was
it
after.
was after. A lot of games had it
Yeah, it
after.
was like 4 years later.
Just like Pokemon.
Okay.
You can't count Pokemon as an anime
Pokemon.
game because
What
they had
about-
the
alright,
card
so-
game first.
No, the card
In
game
that
first.
case-
But I'm still going to count it.
What about like I was looking at other games like similar to that, like Zero Escape, that series.
I don't know what started first. I didn't even mention
I don't
it.
know either. That's
Yeah,
what I'm asking.
exactly.
That's what,
exactly.
This
Well,
is
a lot of
question.
novels. There's a lot of anime novels
This
that
is
came
a
out.
this is a question. This is not like I know what the heck.
Graphic
Yeah.
novel
I
games.
played these
Well,
games, but I
there
don't
was
know what
definitely
came
ones
first.
that I know that were animes that I played that I wrote down. But when I typed it into Google, anime inspired games, there were some ones I didn't really like. Astral Chain popped up.
That's
Really?
what I have on my
Yeah,
list. too.
Astral
Yes.
Chain popped up there.
And
That looks
Inspired,
like an
though.
Yeah,
anime
yeah. That's what I
inspired
typed
game.
in. Yeah, it's
And
anime.
same with Phoenix Wright came up also,
Yeah.
and then I probably got the same list because I
No,
Well, it's probably
Yeah.
games that
Well,
have an anime.
only ones that I played. Though.
Yeah,
Only ones that I played.
I
Example,
obviously this is what I played,
anime
so I
games.
played.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
games that have an anime
Oh,
because they did make animes based on the game.
I got.
There's
you.
a couple of them.
Yeah,
What
there's a lot
about
of
Danganronpa?
Danganronpa?
Trigger
Game
Happy
first.
Havoc?
No, that was an anime.
That was an anime.
Yeah.
Oh, so that
Eventually,
counts.
but it was
Okay.
game first.
Oh, was it game
Oh, it was
first?
a game first.
Really?
Shit.
Yeah, I never
Interesting.
played them, but yeah, it was game first.
Well, I got a few more. I'll say this one quick. Ranma Half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hard
Rama
battle.
half. Okay, so I
you
know.
gonna name the
Saru.
kid?
I have to say Rama half for Saru here. So we're gonna talk about Rama for a bit.
Yeah.
He's like,
I
yeah.
can tell you all about that.
I rented that at Blockbuster for the Super Nintendo.
You don't know how many people I got to know about Ranma. Everyone I know, I got hooked on Ranma somehow or another
So
when
funny,
it came
man.
out.
It's funny.
And nowadays, no one talks about it. No one even there's no one who says Ranma is an influence on them or anything. It's always Inuyasha or something. If it was a Muku Takahashi thing,
Yeah.
And Maizai Koku doesn't get mentioned either, but it should. but Ranma. So I didn't know this because the first thing I got was Ranma Hard Battle.
Yep.
And that was when Dragon Ball was popular.
Is that
Yes.
Oh.
yes. But if you go to an import store, Dragon Ball Z was popular. They had Super Nintendo games for them and stuff like that. But as a fighter in America, you had Street Fighter.
Yep.
And somehow you got Ranma Hard Battle.
Yeah.
But
Years later.
I didn't know that Ranma have the first game that I didn't play, and it was pretty bad.
Bad.
It came out in America as Street Combat.
Street combat.
Street Combat. I forgot that it came out as Street Combat, and that was a terrible game. Terrible.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did they rename all the characters?
Yes, everyone was different.
They redrew the characters. Like, they made, like, okay, so so for those of you who don't know, Ranma is about a guy who transforms into a girl when he gets wet because he's cursed. He's got a curse. And so the whole premise of the show is he's trying to get rid of that whole curse because he doesn't want to turn into a girl when he gets wet, right? So in the game, they have both male Ranma and female Ranma in the original game. But in Street Combat, you got Steven and a little tinier Steven for some stupid reason. Like, it's so dumb.
That is
And
terrible.
there's one girl who's a gymnast, right? And she uses like gym tools, like rhythmic gymnastics.
Yeah.
They turned her into a skateboarding clown.
Oh
for some
There's the worst offense.
Disrespectful.
The worst offense I've ever seen.
They just
Yeah.
butchered it.
Pretty. That's bad. That's
It's
terrible.
so ugly. So like the game still kind of played like the original game didn't really play well, but at least you had the charm of the license. You had nice graphics to look at. You know, if you were a fan of the show, you loved it because it looked like and sounded like Ranma. But in the US one, like they turned it into this hot garbage. I was trying to look for because I actually have that card.
That's
Wow.
a tragedy. The programmers.
Dude, I didn't know anything about the anime. First thing I saw in EGM, it said, dude falls in hot spring, turns into girl. I'm like, what is this?
What?
and dad,
hentais.
and it's like dad turns into panda. I'm like, what is this? What am I reading? It was just a little paragraph that I read, and I didn't understand what I just read. And then I got the game for some reason because I like the art. The art was cool, so I bought the game, and I was like, who? I named all the names wrong. Like I was like Muse. I was like who's Muse and a cane. I said a cane.
A cane.
Yeah. Like
Kane.
so many
Kane.
names I got wrong in there.
Damn.
And I had no idea. And then it turned out to be one of my favorite animes of all time.
Oh.
So obviously I knew how to pronounce them later. But I was like, damn, I ruined this whole game. I butchered it.
I discovered. Actually, this is before I even met you. I discovered ramen and a half. Ramen half.
Ramen.
Rama and a half.
Ramen half.
Oh, actually,
Ramen half. Oh, that sounds good, actually. Ramen half.
I have this question. Do you say Rama 1/2 or Rama half?
I say Ranma 1/2.
Yeah, I hate saying that because that's
No,
how they
well,
say it
I
on
was
TV.
Just, I was just trying to mimic you saying it before. I was like, did I say it? Was I saying it wrong?
Oh, the
Is that-
names were terrible. Yeah, I named it. I said them all
Ramen and a
wrong.
half.
Rama and a half.
1/2.
Rama and a half a person.
Rama 1/2. That's how they say it on the trailers.
Oh.
Anyway, I just remember renting it from Blockbuster. Random games. I used to save up my lunch money at school, go to Blockbuster, and like just rent a bunch of games after the on Fridays, you know, and then just play all weekend. Return the games on Monday, and I remember that was one of the games. I was just like, this looks interesting. I like the artwork.
It's different. Yeah.
I like the artwork. I was like, I like comics, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Was that the same one you had? Oh,
Yes.
that one?
How bad?
That was it for
So
Super
the third one,
Nintendo.
the third one didn't come out
Super
here.
Nintendo.
So that's how I recognize the game.
The
Same
Panda?
here, yeah.
Oh, every time
yeah,
he gets
yeah,
jump kick. I fucking love that shit.
Oh, dude.
It was seriously, it was like a broken game though. When you go back and look at it,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah!
it's
course,
broken.
of
I
course.
like that almost as much as Street Fighter 2 at the time.
Oh man.
No, you played a lot though. You definitely
did.
No, you played a lot.
did.
I could co-sign with you. Yeah, you definitely played
But
a lot.
Play it
no,
now, though,
I had no,
No.
idea of the anime at all. I didn't know anything. I was like, oh.
But dude, we watched the movie like on the third episode. We knew every character in the
Yeah,
thing
there's a lot.
because it came out bad in America.
Yeah.
I was like, who are all these people?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the anime,
Yeah.
and I never finished it.
It's on Hulu. All of Ranma. Y'all on Hulu. It's all of it's on it.
Oh, I have the
really?
DVD. I have the Blu-rays.
Really?
I have the whole Blu-ray
It's been
series.
getting a
you
lot
had
of
that on
stuff.
VHS.
I have it on VHS
A
too.
lot.
Got caught in a flood.
You got. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh.
My
I
bad.
still have them though.
Damn.
All the packaging is wet though, or like poofed out. It still works.
Does it?
Yeah, it still
Next
works.
level.
What? Still works.
Yo,
Wow.
when we get the soundboard working, we gotta have.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Oh,
Who was that? Which one was that? No, that was
What the fuck's his name?
Ghost and Cookie? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That was the other
He was like a roach.
yes,
The
we missed the
voodoo
jump kick,
dolls,
right?
He
right?
looked like a roach. He would stick out his little leg.
A cult kid.
But enough about Rob.
No. Throwback Thursdays. You
All
got to throw
about
it on.
Ranma.
Oh, when I play Super Nintendo, I'll throw it on.
Yeah, do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not this one.
He's on
Nah,
Saturn.
I'm on
still.
Saturn right now.
My bad.
But I didn't see what I didn't know. Actually, I'm not gonna leave Rama yet. I didn't know that there was a TurboGrafx CD one that you play. I never knew that there was one. For
three
that,
of 'em.
or any of them.
Three of them.
Three of them on there.
Yeah.
right?
There's like an action one, and then like a digital comic, and then a fighting game.
I saw the fighting game one, and I see that game is broken beyond belief.
Oh yeah, the gameplay is crap, but it's really nice because it goes through like a lot of scenarios from the game. And since the TurboGrafx is a CD-based console, you get to see like all that animation and voice acting.
looks
So it's
cool.
really nice. If you're a fan of the show, it's really nice. But the gameplay is kind of
I saw somebody get stuck on a Ryoga for like an hour.
Yeah.
yeah.
Impossible.
Ryoga kicked my ass.
Cheap.
Impossible.
Forever.
Very cheap game.
But part 3, I got Japanese, and it wasn't as fun. It was slow. There was a thing about games when they happened later that they added more graphics, but they made the game slower.
Yeah, it was choppier.
Slower.
Yeah, they made it like slower, and I couldn't deal with it.
The third one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
So
looked
like
the best though.
It
Should've
did.
been
It
the
looked
best.
the best.
Should've been.
But it didn't run at 60 frames per second like the second game did. Like the second game ran smooth. And then the third game was done by Rumiko Takahashi contracted a bunch of people and she called it Rumiksoft.
Yes.
And decided she wanted to release the game under her label. But before, every Ranma game was released by a company called Messiah, which I think had a better grasp on the Ranma games. Because when she released the third game, it looked good, but it kind of played like ass. And then they released the PS1 game, and that was complete ass.
I just remember
Like,
the PlayStation one.
game-
I remember the
Horrible.
PlayStation one. Yeah.
I tried so hard because it was like Tekken, but I was like,
Were they
this
extra
is-
tall?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
it
terrible.
was butchered.
Oh, terrible.
I tried so hard to like that game.
Terrible.
It was like, damn it, this is
too.
the end, isn't it?
But the game sucked so
That
bad.
was the end.
So there was 4 Rama half games, and 1 was decent.
One was decent. Well, 2 was decent.
Well, no, 2 was one game in the series. 2 was good.
They had a
1
role-playing
sucked, and I
game.
guess 3 wasn't that great.
They did have a role playing game that
Jeez.
got translated. It was like Final Fantasy, and it was pretty dope.
Oh, it did. Yeah,
was pretty
I forgot
dope.
about that one. The Red Cat Gang.
Yes, I beat that. I beat that thing. It was like 10 minutes. it wasn't that long.
I haven't beaten that.
It was literally probably like 3 hours, maybe. But yeah, that was fun. But a game that gets noticed for like one of the first 3D type titles that was kind of like Devil May Cry for the Dreamcast. It was Berserk.
Berserk!
Yeah, baby.
Why'd I forget about that?
It was Berserk.
Oh, I got Berserk on my list. That's on
That
my
was
list.
such
Yeah.
a revolutionary title for the
Same here.
time, and it never gets mentioned anymore.
No, it's like it never came out.
It was literally,
I have all Berserks.
yeah, it was literally like Devil May Cry, but early. Like obviously, it wasn't as fast paced, but it was the first game I played like that had me in the third person with a big ass sword swinging around
chopping
everybody.
people in half.
So it was like a
We're
beat 'em
talking
up.
about the Dreamcast one?
Yeah, Dreamcast one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was way ahead of its time because there hasn't been a game like that until the next generation. Actually, I didn't remember much on
Yeah.
Dreamcast that was like that.
I was surprised that was actually for the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Yep.
it held true to the anime. So
they did.
well,
It was very
well,
well
the
done.
manga at the time.
Yeah,
but
it was
very
well
close.
Done. Very well done. Very
Yeah.
well done. And
Like
they had
voice
the,
acting.
the sequel to that was Japanese, right? Was it Japanese?
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2 Japanese
Yeah,
that never came
PlayStation
out.
2.
Yeah,
That was called the Millennium Falcon, right?
the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Millennium Falcon arc.
yeah.
The what?
That was the arc, the storyline. That's the story.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Dude, that one was totally like a Musou style game, like
Mm-hmm.
a complete hack and slash, screen full of enemies, and like you just hack and slash your way through the stages. It was great. It looked great. I love the music. The music's all done by the same dude who did like Forces. I don't know if you guys listen to the music in Berserk, but music was really good.
Music and Berserk.
Gameplay was good. And then there was a Vita game, and then that same Vita game I think got ported to PS4, I want to say.
What Vita game?
The Vita game, the Vita Berserk game, that was called, which actually they turned into a Musou game, like a Dynasty Warriors game,
Really?
and called it Berserk Musou. I don't know what the U.S. one was called.
was,
but
that's
in
the one you
Japan it
played.
was-
Berserk and the Band of the
Band of the
Hawk.
Hawks was the one that came out in the U.S.
That was based
Okay,
off of.
yeah, so
a
that's
Vita
like a
game?
Dynasty Warriors kind of
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
That one was amazing.
That one took everything they
Yeah, that was
learned
good too.
I
and
lo-
did it better.
I love that game. That was so good.
I so wish they go the Devil May Cry route though. Just that, because I know they went that way.
Man,
but I
Guts ain't
wanna
doing no
do-
air combos.
Nah, he could just swing that. Just
He
swing
just
it.
chop
that
motherfuckers
finesse.
in
No,
half.
man.
He
chop
just
the
swings his
sword.
sword
That's
really
it.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
Shoot 'em up
swings
in the
it.
air.
With that one eye.
Yep. One eye. With
And
the
then
one
you shoot.
arm.
He has an arm that can shoot.
Yeah, nah, man.
Pop
Yeah,
their
you
brain
just
out.
machine gun juggling.
Exactly.
Nah, they're in half by then. They're in pieces.
Shoot half the body up. It's fine. It's a grotesque game.
I think the Dynasty Warriors formula really suited that well.
Yes.
It's like I'm thinking of the anime, and I'm thinking the type of the level structure. The levels aren't that complex where it needs to be like a Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, you're setting a stage, but you're exploring that one stage, going up and down and around it until you're done with it. You know, but Berserk kind of is just like stage to area to area to area. You go through it, and then you're hacking people, and that's the game.
They did a good job.
That's the
though.
IP.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
That lived up to it. Like everything that I wanted in that game for Berserk, Dynasty Warriors type was in that game. And when your like gauges up and each swing chops people to pieces, I'm like, yeah, this is Berserk.
And you can switch characters in there too.
Yeah, you
It
could
was
be
based off the manga,
Yeah,
right?
you could be everybody, even people who died. You could be. It's pretty cool, man.
The thing is, Berserk got turned. So Berserk 2 on the PS2 was already, in essence, a Dynasty Warriors type game without having the Dynasty Warriors name,
Right.
but it played pretty much like a Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah,
And then when
Snowman,
they
though.
finally called it, Berserk Musou, it's like, all right, we're doing this, I guess.
Exactly.
But it was basically the same type of gameplay.
It's funny because the original Dynasty Warriors wasn't a
It was a fighting
Dynasty-
game.
It was a
Tekken
fighting
game.
game. It was
That was a Tekken ripoff. Actually, it was a.
weird, like, and then part 2 they decided, let's just
yeah.
kill everything.
Yeah, it was Tekken. Basically.
And it worked.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't a bad Tekken
Well,
game.
it had the parry system.
Well, was it a Soul Calibur game? It was a weapon based game. So
It was a weapon. Yeah, I guess it was
It was a
Tekken.
3D game on a 2D plane.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was
yeah.
weapons based.
Yes.
But it wasn't spectacular.
No.
It was,
No, it was just
very
default.
average.
default.
It was there.
It
Only
wasn't the
thing-
worst game. Though.
The only
It
thing
was just
different was
there.
the parry mechanism,
Yeah.
which is they added that to the game, and that I think like revolution, like they added to other fighting games.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
to that point.
Without Dynasty Warriors, we have no 99 Nights though.
99
That is true.
nights.
And no one ever talked about 99 Nights.
Nope.
That's a great game.
Oh,
So,
wait, I was gonna say real quick.
Y'all got a Brian Trusty raid,
This-
by the way.
oh, word,
It was,
Brian Trusty,
Brian
man.
Trusty.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the
And
raid.
Cassius
Trust
are
Appreciate
the people
that.
You
who
gotta
stream
trust
me, every Thursday.
in Brian.
Oh, shit.
Oh, word.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you,
man.
Brian.
Trust.
Appreciate
Thank you.
You gotta trust,
Trust.
in Brian.
Trust in Brian.
We trust. and trust. Astral Chain should have been.
Good dudes.
Astral Chain should have been an anime. Really should have.
A lot of games.
I'm
should be.
surprised it's not.
It probably might at some point.
It really should have been an anime because that game.
Probably will.
I hope it does.
You ever seen
I'll
a game?
watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch
You got to keep the music the same though.
it.
You ever seen a game back in the day that looks like an anime, but you didn't know what it was? Because there was a game called UN Squadron for the Super Nintendo, which
Oh,
goes
yes,
for
yes, yes.
which goes for a lot of
Oh,
money.
yes,
It goes for a lot of damn money right now.
Yes,
But
yes.
I saw that and I was like, this looks like something I saw. This looks like something, but I can't put my finger on what it is. And I was like, oh, it's Area 88, and now it makes sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, get the fuck, like the characters. You just see how they're drawing. You're like, this is a ripoff.
Yeah,
but it's not
straight
though,
up.
because they don't call it that. But there's another one, Astro Boy, and I look back at Astro Boy and I think, I know Mega Man is a ripoff of Astro Boy because he was out obviously way beforehand, right? And I was like,
More or less.
the
yeah.
franchise of Astro Boy, you think would have some type of like legacy like Mega Man has.
I can't even tell you any games that's.
I can name like 2 or 3 maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Crystal
Game
Crisis.
Boy one is dope. If you haven't played the Astro Boy game on Game Boy,
It's by Treasure.
I haven't played
it's,
that
it's
one,
called
no.
Omega
it's
Omega
legit. It's
Factory.
made by Treasure. It's so good.
Omega Factory make
That
it's
was,
so.
that was a good call right there, by the way.
Crystal Crisis.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the PS2 one sucks ass. That one was
Yeah,
made
no,
by
they did
Sega.
good on that one. But the
Yeah,
Treasure
that
one is
sucks.
dope.
But the Game Boy one is really good.
And that never got a sequel, never got a franchise from it.
He is-
Everybody just he's basically Mega Man.
No, he's got to put on some
got-
clothes, man. He's in the underwear, running around with like
I know.
Mega Man is in
jetpack on his
blue
feet.
underwear.
No, he's in a full suit.
He's in blue
Mega
underwear
Man is in a full
with
suit.
blue legs.
No, he's in a full suit.
He's a robot.
Astro Boy is
And
butt
it doesn't
naked.
help that
He's a
Astro
robot.
Boy shoots out of his ass.
Yeah, see, thank you.
There you go.
That
Thank
doesn't
you.
help
Thank you,
him.
sir. Thank you.
There's nothing going on with Astro Boy.
But it's sad though. It's sad that it only got one. It only got one good game. Every other game that because it had an NES game which was also ass, and then the PS2 game wasn't good, and then it got one good game, which is sad because I love Astro Boy.
The movie was
But
cool. Oh, the American
Yeah.
one that people hate on. I like
Uh,
it. I like that
hated
movie.
that movie.
I like that
that
movie.
was a
I
good-
thought
that
it was
was a
good.
bad movie.
Mhm.
That
There
was a bad-
was
I liked
Astro
the
Boy.
movie. I thought it was pretty good. Like they changed some stuff, but I thought it was pretty true to the story. You know.
Yeah, people hate Speed Racer too. I like that. But
It was dope.
I thought it was dope. But I saw another game for Nintendo. All right, tell me this. Rolling Thunder, right? I have a feeling that it's an anime. And I don't know if it's an
I
anime.
don't know. I don't know.
Rolling Thunder
I
looks
don't know.
like
So.
Lupin and Galago put together. and I
Codename
don't,
Viper.
Yeah.
They're all
These
relatively.
games look like anime games in there. I don't know if they're a different
Go-Go
game.
13 is a
Go-Go 13 is an
definitely,
anime.
definitely, yes.
Yes.
The what is it? Whatever it's called, the sniper shit. that
Lupin
you
with
used to
the
do.
weird crotch that's like a circle. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I never seen a game with him in it though.
because he has a crotch that's like
He
a
has a
circle.
crotch like a-
But he's
like a- just-
popular. He's popular.
Just
Lupin?
like weird.
Yeah,
Still-
there's-
he's
there's
still
a, There's a
around.
lot of Lupin games.
He has a rounded crotch.
My boy used to play Galago 13. I'm like, what is this game? This isn't something that we should play here. Like, play something else. This is not entertaining to watch you play this. But it was an anime, basically. But a lot of stuff followed those styles. And I was like, yeah, these are games. These are all games, but they change them in America. And they have the same art, but they're different names. And I swear.
Yeah.
But like one of the recent ones, I mean, these are old games now, but one of the last recent ones I played was before it got like super mainstream was Samurai Champloo for was it
that was a
PlayStation
game.
2
That
or
was a
something?
game.
was a
That
game.
was a
Yes.
game.
Yes.
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 Oh my, that was a
Yes.
game.
Nah, it
Yes.
was pretty dope. It was pretty
It was
dope.
a
I had a
game.
feeling
Yeah,
it was
right?
gonna- it was. Would be
It
a
was
good
made
game.
by
I remember that was a game. I just
Was it
don't
like a
remember how it
two-player
was.
beat 'em up?
it was made by Suda, the dude who makes
Wasn't 2 players.
No, not Luda.
Suda.
Su-
Suda
said
50
Luda.
Suda 51.
Studio.
Wow.
But yeah, but like I played that and you get a combo. It's like it's an adventure action game. But when you get a combo off, the record comes out and it scratches. It does like
Oh, get the fuck out of
Oh,
here.
it's pretty
that's
dope.
1, 2 player.
No, that's
I
pretty
think it
awesome.
was one.
Yeah, I like that game a
I think it was
lot.
one.
Oh, you played
That played
Turbo?
it.
What system was it on?
I played it, yeah.
Either PS2 or PS3. Not sure.
PS2 rings a bell. Of
PS2,
course
I
it was a
think it
game.
was.
PS2, right?
And I think PSP also got one. I don't remember what that one was
They're
like.
pretty damn good, man.
That anime's dope. I like that anime, man.
Nah, that's one of the better
That,
ones.
that was cool.
People swear by Cowboy Bebop. I love Cowboy Bebop, but I like Samurai Champloo better.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Leon has a good comment in the chat. He said, "Anyone else don't like the American box art?"
Oh, we can have a whole show about box art.
That is actually
That's
a
another
topic.
All I gotta say is
Oh my
Mega Man.
gosh.
Yeah, no, that's a whole
Our box
whole
art show.
podcast topic.
That's a whole nother topic.
that we're gonna have another time. But that's yeah.
It'll probably have 2 parts.
I
Yeah.
feel I feel him on that. Though. I feel that.
Stop it.
Stop
Who's that American?
that American Ranma
Oh,
and Ryoga?
man, dude.
And a panda.
And no,
Yeah,
they
like,
they
what
butchered a
y'all- what
lot
y'all
of
doing?
stuff, man. They butchered a lot of stuff in the box.
No, that's a terrible, terrible
I see what
cover.
you do.
And I bought that. Like that got money from us. Well, from me.
I
was about to say, I don't know about us.
Listen, I rented it. I didn't buy it. I
I
rented
saw
it.
that in the store and was like,
I rented it.
what's this cover?
I was like, oh, it's like a Street Fighter.
What's
nah.
this cover?
What is
I
this
think I'll
cover?
buy it.
I'm gonna buy this for $60.
Like this is different. Nope.
Those games were expensive, man. They were like 50,
Yeah.
60 bucks.
I bought the import, but I was such a huge nerd into stuff really early on.
Well, you knew about it before you even got over here. Which is crazy.
Yeah,
cool, man.
it was like 2 years later that this game came out in America
Gotcha.
by DTMC or whoever the hell that is. I think this was their only release. This and something called Lester the Unlikely were the only 2 games this company published.
Lester the Unlikely?
Lester the Unlikely.
Dude, that's a rap name.
That is a rap name.
That's a rap name.
Molester the Unlikely?
No,
I thought he said Lester.
Lester the Unlikely.
Oh, yo, he said
Wow.
molester.
Change the
Damn,
name,
will you
dude.
change that? Damn, man.
Lester the Unlikely
Demonetized.
molester.
Yeah, there
No,
that
Lester
goes.
the Unlikely.
There
Yeah.
that goes.
Nobody
Last
suspects
call
him.
for Stikz.
Sorry, Mario, what'd you say?
What's up?
Oh, man.
I said Lester the molester. Nobody suspects him. That's why he's
That's
the
probably a
Unlikely.
game somewhere.
Oh, dude, no, please no.
Don't get my money with that one.
Probably on Steam. Good look it up.
Oh, man.
Can't.
That's
You know what game you
hilarious.
gotta mention though?
What's that?
Fist of the North Star.
Okay. So there's 2 games. I was going to get to it. There's 2 games that are still released to this day constantly. Constant stream of these games. It's Dragon Ball and Fist of the North Star. And they're both from like 83.
God bless, man. God bless.
And it's crazy that
God
those
bless.
licenses have lived on to this day and come out
Yep.
all the time.
I have
With
a s-
multiple games a
I
year.
have a special
20,
place
21.
in my heart for Fist of the North Star because it's probably the first anime I've ever seen.
That's a lot of people's first anime.
yeah, it's and it's such stupid fuckery.
But it
Like,
fucks with your mind so
it's
bad.
violent.
But it's
It's violent
violent
as
and
shit.
it's meatheadish and
Violent,
it's just
yeah.
like who cares what the story is? I just want to see
Oh,
the
man.
showdown.
Oh,
As a
man.
kid, if you see someone's head explode from getting punched,
Oh my god!
you're like, this is
Traumatizing.
not American.
Yeah,
this is crazy
this is
stuff.
crazy.
And that gets you into anime.
No,
Yeah,
it-
when
because
you're watching
different.
When you're watching GI Joe and you're watching
and no one connects on the
no,
bullets
what?
in G.I. Joe.
what the fuck?
Nobody.
Same thing with Transformers.
No one
Yeah.
dies
Until the
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Until the movies.
Until the movie, yeah.
Did I just see a brain?
Yeah, like
He touched him with his
Their
pink and he
eyes would
exploded?
pop out and shit.
Was he in mid sentence?
yeah.
I will be up.
That's
Oh!
I think that's the best part is the deaths
Oh.
in Fist of the North Star are more ridiculous than anything I've ever seen. They're always talking shit while
already
they're
did.
dying. Well, while they're
Yes,
dead.
every time.
And they're either their like bodies fold in half or their head pops off. Like it's so I love it.
in the middle of like conversation?
Yeah.
Kenshiro's like, "You're already dead," and they're like, "Nani?"
Yep, exactly. And
That was before dubs.
I saw I showed you guys a terrible one.
I'm
But
trying to find it. I'm trying to find the. You send it to me. I'm gonna send it to Chalk to say.
It was so bad. It's called the most awkward death in Fist of the North Star, and it didn't make sense to me. It didn't.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Like
half the deaths in Fist of the North Star don't make sense anyway.
But this one they didn't show
That's
how
part
he
of the
died.
Charm, though, right?
It just didn't make sense. He's gonna send a link. It's completely ridiculous. But the games, like Ken's Rage, Turbo can agree to this. Ken's Rage 1 and 2, obviously 1 I believe is better than 2.
Look at the evolution of these games. though.
And they're like Dynasty Warrior games, and that's how you got to do Fist of the North Star. It's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Yep.
You could choose right.
Any franchise though gets turned into a Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, hell yeah. I like the Dynasty Warriors.
Dude, they
formula.
released the Legend of Arislan game in America under that license.
They
Under-
did. That's right. They
Yeah.
did. I was gonna pick that up.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I was.
And that's crazy.
Right? Yeah, we were looking at that.
It looked
That's
good.
That's underrated too, though.
Yeah, it's very underrated, but it looked good. It looked, that's a good formula for those games. But Kev, you are a huge fan of the new one. What was it? The Paradise or some shit?
Lost Paradise. I was going to talk about Fist North Star Lost Paradise. That is an original story. It's like it takes the characters and it kind of makes a new story out of it.
He's a bartender.
Yeah, you could be. Yeah, there's different jobs you can do as Kenshiro. You could be.
He's like a pimp too.
I don't know whether he's a pimp or a nightclub owner. He's a nightclub owner, kind of disguised as like a pimp.
There you go.
Wow.
Nightclub owner disguised as a pimp. You got to lend that to me.
That's a game that must be played.
I want to play it. I'm a Fist of North Star
No,
guy.
yeah, you gotta play it. I'll bring it over.
Please, I'll mess with
that
it.
And, God of War for Mikey B's. So it's like, but Fist of North Star, it just, you'd like it a lot just for Fist of North Star lore, and then. It's just it's an awesome game, especially if you like Yakuza, because I hear it's very much.
Yeah.
It was made by that team.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
There's a lot of
Awesome game.
they said there's a lot of Yakuza stuff in there, and I never messed with the Yakuza, but I heard it was pretty dope. But anything Fist of the North Star, I'm always looking at it because it's just so hilarious. It just makes me laugh
but-
every time.
Another couple
Making
of games
drinks
that we
in
gotta
that
mention.
game, the music and stuff, it's a relaxing thing, and you get to hear the problems of the people who come in. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
What were you saying, Chuck?
Sorry, another couple of games we got to mention are Toe Ball 1 and 2.
Was that based on that?
Not based. It was heavily inspired by
They're
anime, though.
probably inspired.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
it. I was.
They
Yeah.
stole
I mean, Akira
they
Toriyama.
stole a lot from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, well, the Akira
Same
Toriyama,
artist.
it was his art style that was used for the characters.
Yes.
So yeah, that was my first favorite Dragon Ball game before a Dragon Ball game came out. You know.
Yeah. Toba was fun. It's
Toba
clean.
was fun.
It's still
Toba was good.
clean. It's
Yeah.
very, very clean game. It's very, very fun.
Yeah, man.
I wish 2 came out here. But yeah, I know.
2 was better.
Japanese only.
Oh,
Very
2 was
good.
so good.
Yeah.
Only in
Yeah.
Japan.
Graphic upgrade, big time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Frame rate.
Frame rate
graphic
upgrade, yeah.
And
everything,
the
man.
fireballs.
Very, very smooth.
Quest mode.
Quest mode was. Oh.
Quest mode, Quest mode was good.
Yep.
What, Tobo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toba, yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, Toba.
Inspired by anime. Inspired. Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue.
And Chrono
Guilty
Trigger.
Gear was an anime.
Chrono Trigger.
No.
Oh,
Inspired by.
You're right,
Damn
you're
it.
right, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but
calm
not
down.
like anime.
Inspired
but
by
clearly
anime.
anime style, but not not actually from an anime. So like,
No, but it's
yeah, Guilty Gear for
Inspired.
sure.
It's like
Blaze
in-
Blue,
like Astral Chain.
Under Night in Birth.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are familiar with that?
No, they
I
look
love that
amazing.
game, by the way.
They look amazing. Dude, those games look crazy.
They look. That's anime basically.
Like that's the reason I bought
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z because it looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I cared about Dragon Ball; it's because it looked amazing.
I can't wait for the next Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear Strive looks
Oh, man.
amazing.
Yeah, dude. So,
Yeah,
And it just
I
makes
wish
me
all
wish.
games
just
just
started.
use that same engine now.
It makes me
Yeah,
wish
same.
every anime game was made with that.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't understand why it's not the norm.
Dragon Ball Fighters Z's.
That was
Close.
breathtaking.
Well,
Yeah.
that's close to that. That's
No, it is. It's
Dragon
an
Ball
evolution.
Fighter Z, honestly, it's basically like playing an episode of the game. I mean, episode of the show.
It looks better, way better than the show.
It's like
way better than the show.
Well, that's like
Yeah,
that's
well,
like the
think-
blueprint for how they should make anime fighters.
I want to
Like,
see the anime done over with the game's graphics.
Yeah,
Like-
basically, it's like
crazy.
whenever the animation is top tier in Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
just think of that episode the entire time you're playing Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Fighter Z.
yeah.
That's exactly what it looks
I
like.
wish Super looked like that. It doesn't.
Not all the time.
The
No.
movies, all right. The movies look really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the movies look amazing.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what made
Like,
me
you
wish.
gotta see Broly and see the one with Beerus and Frieza. Those movies, the animation,
Agreed.
it looks like the game.
That's what makes me wish Ranma had a new game because I want it to look better than the old show. I want them to make
Yep.
it look
Yeah,
cooler.
that's never happening.
And there's no movie.
Yeah, no.
And there's no ending.
Rama's dead.
There's no ending. Damn it!
let
Oh,
that
never
dream.
ended.
That dream is
Yeah.
that dream is dead, man.
I know. It
Yeah,
sucks.
we're never gonna get a proper ending. We're never gonna get a new game. We're never gonna get a new anime because Rumiko Takahashi is just like in that Inuyasha. You know,
I'm gonna
she's
get on the podcast and we're
making
gonna
that
discuss
They
this.
just
at some
Inuyasha
point.
money.
They
I'm gonna
just dropped a
discuss.
sequel
No, dude.
No, that shit
series
is
to,
done.
to Inuyasha, right?
No, I heard there was rumors
Yeah,
of it coming out. Is there?
It's Yashahime
No,
or
there is.
something like that?
It's called Yashahime.
It is a new one.
Yashahime.
Yeah, it just
Yep.
started.
Son of a
just saw it
bitch,
on
man!
Hulu.
I gotta find out what episode I stopped on. I gotta finish. See, all right.
Inuyasha, dude. There's so much Inuyasha.
Yeah, there's so many.
Like so much.
No one even talks about the one after that.
There's like
Reen?
9
Reen?
seasons of it or 8 seasons.
No one talks about Reenie or Reen. Rhine, whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is, bro.
Read,
Rhymes.
rhymes,
Oh,
like,
exactly.
Three different games.
I actually really liked Rene, but nobody talks about
There
it.
you go,
either.
Rene.
Rene. That's how you say it.
Yeah, it's called.
I only knew the American
Shokai no Rene.
pronunciation.
You said like 5 different ones.
Exactly.
He's just saying what catches. What's the rep?
It didn't come out over here. That's why. Actually, is it in English? It's not in
like,
English. It's not in English at all.
The show.
Yeah, is it in English?
Yeah, I think Discotech Media licensed it.
Really? I gotta check it out then. I couldn't find
Yeah,
anything.
they put it out, and actually, because it wasn't really popular, you can get the DVDs for cheap
Nice.
too.
I spent like
Like
$500
$5
on
the
a ROM.
DVD, I think.
$500 on that Blu-ray set. I'm like, damn it, man, it's expensive as hell. But we used to get 2 episodes on a VHS. That was for like $30, and it's like a $500
it's fine, though.
freaking.
It's
It's
expensive.
ridiculous. So people are
I
like,
used to pirate all of it.
yeah. But that goes. I mean,
Dude,
that gets into like the newer anime titles, which are like Naruto and like One Piece, and even before that was like Bleach and other fighters. See, the thing is, I was such an anime fan, and it sucks that I can't get into any of those games right now. I don't understand why, because they're good games. Naruto's had some awesome games.
Ultimate Ninja Storm 4
Yeah.
Yeah,
is amazing.
and I've seen them.
They just keep pumping them out, though.
No, they
It's
come out like by the year. Yeah, by 2 a year. even.
yeah.
No,
But-
I mean the new Naruto game is Ninja Strikers, and I didn't. I heard that didn't do all that great.
Yeah.
But people are still
Really?
playing the Ultimate.
There's
Ninja
one
Storm
when you ride on dragons or something. You call like spells huge. I've seen it. It was crazy.
In Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 during the story mode, you
I think it's that.
you can summon the 3 of the main characters can summon creatures and
like big ass shit. Yeah.
just riding over monsters in the middle of a war. It's
Those
so
games
dope.
look crazy, and as an anime fan, they gotta be like, yeah, let me get that. But there's been such a like avalanche of games like that it like as a kid, if I saw the covers that these titles had, I'd be like, I gotta buy that instantly.
Yeah.
But there's so many out there now. I'm like, is this a graphic novel or is this like a real game? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not into the show, I don't know how much you're gonna like the game.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you show me a show like that, it's like, did you watch it? It's like, how many episodes? Oh, it's 780 episodes. I'm like, man,
No, that's why I can't.
Naruto's
That's why I
got a
can't do
lot.
One Piece.
I started watching that, but it's got so many episodes.
I can't get
need
into
to, like
them.
do serious grinding.
yeah. If you don't got 13 to 24 episodes, I'm not gonna try and watch
I
it.
can't
right
get
now.
into
Yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Especially as adults, right? Like it's hard to watch long ass shows like that
Used
because
to do it.
we gotta work and people have kids and families and stuff, so it's super hard.
It's
One
tough.
Piece has 960
Oh,
episodes
yeah,
or something
chill,
like
chill.
that.
They're like halfway
Crazy.
through.
And on top of that, they got movies on top of the 960 something
Yeah.
episodes.
Chill.
It's insane.
And he's like halfway through the storyline.
Exactly.
How psycho
Yeah.
are you?
It's been on. I think the anime's been airing for like 10 years now.
like probably 13 years.
Yeah.
No more probably.
Wow.
Probably 13
That's
years.
that Berserk shit.
2000.
Jesus.
Wow.
One Piece has been going since 2000
Oh,
or
whoa.
2009.
21 years.
Berserk has
wow.
too.
Yeah.
Berserk is still going,
Maybe
right?
longer.
Berserk is still going.
Yeah, still going.
Well,
Son of a bitch.
Berserk,
They
like
took hiatus.
the manga, the artist who does Berserk, he releases like a manga like once every few years, and that's why it's still going.
Wow.
Just end it.
It's
He
amazing
takes
to be
his
able to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, like his stuff is detailed AF. Like it's really really detailed stuff. It isn't like I don't know. Do you guys know Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Hunter x Hunter artist, he takes long ass breaks too, and then like when he does do like a manga, it's all like chicken scratch. It's not as good. But the
Jeez.
guy who does Berserk, like his stuff is legit.
I'm still waiting for Nana
Yeah.
to get done, and that's never getting done. There's certain things that just
Yep.
never get drawn.
And that's actually another good game, or I'm sorry, another good series that has a bunch of games based on the anime is Hunter x Hunter.
Really?
I didn't even realize they're not in America.
I didn't realize it either.
They're not
Yeah,
American.
because I just started Hunter x Hunter. I'm on like episode 77. That's when the English stopped on Hulu.
The English ran
You gotta
out.
watch them
Yeah.
subs.
Nope.
I used to call it Hunter X Hunter, so I was wrong.
Yeah.
No, sometimes I call it that too because I see the X there, so I just read it.
Oh,
That
shit.
wasn't what it was called.
Hunter by Hunter.
Hunter by Hunter.
I don't know. They always throw
Hunter
that
by
thing in the
X
middle.
Hunter.
That's what I thought it was before I actually just knew it was Hunter x Hunter. I thought it was Hunter by Hunter.
Yeah, see?
Because there was a freaking X there.
Damn it, man.
But it's hard to like keep track of all the stuff now because it's so like it's
Yep.
just so much. It's so saturated. Like I can't get into all of them anymore at all, and I'd rather get into none of them now.
Anime purist, man.
I wish they.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I wish a lot of the older ones would like do some new ones, like Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem did some old anime, but I haven't seen or heard anything.
Oh, I wish
for
they.
new.
I wish they
That
pick
would
up
be
on
good.
some new
Especially
stuff.
like for the Path of Radiance and stuff like that story. They have some awesome stories that I wish they would have anime for.
with the music that they do now.
Oh my god!
And the animation they could do now, they can make a killing with some of those.
And they have so many
stories.
cutscenes that you're like, dude, just do the fucking anime. Like, why fuck these
They've done it.
cutscenes?
The only role playing game I've seen do that recently was like Tales.
I was just about to say Tales,
Yeah.
because that is an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came
Yeah, it
out with
does
some
have
anime. From
Yeah.
That was on my
They
list.
did one for Fantasia and for Eternia.
And I think
And probably more. I don't know
Vesperia
if they
too.
did.
Vesperia, I think, had one,
Vesperia.
Oh,
one.
did they?
Vesperia.
Okay.
Yeah,
but they're pretty dope.
and I think Symphonia, but I don't know if
I don't think so.
But like when
No?
I looked it up, they
did have
posted
one?
that up. Yeah, I know Vesperia because I watched Vesperia, but Symphonia.
Symphonia, I don't know if Symphonia had
No?
one. I know Vesperia had a film. I know Vesperia had like a film. But
Yeah, that's what Stallion was saying.
Hold up.
That Vesperia had one. I didn't know. I'm not up to date with the new Tales stuff. Symphonia is where I stopped with that series.
Yeah.
Chad
There's
is
so
talking about a Panzer Dragoon anime.
There was a
never heard
Panzer
of
Dragoon anime.
Really? What?
I didn't know that.
I'd
That's all-
watch that.
That was what I was looking at. I'm like, wait, what?
never heard of a Panzer Dragoon anime, but that'd be awesome if there
I've
was.
heard of a
What?
Castlevania one though. That shit is dope.
Does that count as anime?
I'll
It
count
should.
it as
Does
anime.
I
it?
count it.
I just want to talk about it, man.
I don't think
It is dope.
I don't think it I like it. It's
It's
good.
dope.
Yeah.
But I don't think it falls under anime.
Animation?
It has a very. I think it's very anime inspired for sure.
Yeah.
It's after the fact.
Big
Yeah,
time.
it's
Whenever
way
I see
after.
something, whenever I see someone name something like back in the day, like a Panzer Dragoon anime, it makes me think of the Final Fantasy anime. Like there was a crystal one. Like it was like a fake Final Fantasy story.
Does it ring a bell? It rings
It
a
was
bell. I don't know
so
if I saw
bad.
it.
No, it was
Like
bad.
it was.
It was bad.
No, I can't say it was bad. It just wasn't Final Fantasy.
Oh man, it's ringing a bell, but I just
You're not talking about talking about anime, not the
No,
CG.
the anime. There was an anime.
Rings a bell too.
And it was like from
It's
part
probably
5,
Pablo.
maybe part 5 or 3. One of the ones that we didn't get here.
I feel like you showed us this. And
it wasn't
I
good.
don't. Oh man, my memory's not doing too well.
And then it
That's
reminds
what
me. It reminds me of the Fire Emblem ones and the ones that at that time, like early '90s.
Oh, they need a new Fire Emblem one.
Yeah, they need
So
to do
bad.
some new ones.
So
They need some
bad.
new ones. Eternia and Fantasia, they still had OVAs. and stuff.
Fire Emblem
Yeah.
one that was like
What happened?
Kev,
I don't know what happened to your connection.
Kev,
over
you
there.
turned into a robot. You said
Whoa.
you're transformed. You said the
Whoa.
Fire Emblem, and that's what your voice
You
came out like.
transformed in the middle of your sentence.
You were super
Hold on,
excited.
let me see. Let me see.
the Fire Emblem one.
Oh, you're back.
Oh,
You're back. You're back. You're
Well,
back.
You got super excited over there.
Say that again, Kev. Hello.
I said the Fire Emblem anime was bad. It was the art was bad.
Okay.
Oh, you mean Mars?
But I don't know. I think it was a decent anime, but I think the art was
You
bad.
didn't like the main character Mars?
Mars instead of Marth.
No, it's terrible.
Chase Red in the chat said
Yeah.
Skies of Arcadia anime.
Oh,
would be
Arcadia
awesome.
would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Really dope.
Grandia and Skies
Grandia.
of
Valkyria
Arcadia.
also.
Valkyria Chronicles.
Valkyria Chronicles should have been an
Grandia
anime.
would be a dope ass anime too.
Yeah, man.
No, those would be dope, man.
dope
There's
choices.
a lot.
Anything Sega.
Well, Valkyria Chronicles is definitely inspired by.
You turn into a robot again.
Wow.
There was an anime for Valkyria Chronicles, I think.
Girl.
Bro, you,
Kev, you turn into a robot
said,
again.
Oh, yeah, you guys sound like.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Right.
Even while you're laughing and yelling, it sounds
Yo,
like
it sounds like you're transforming.
Are you transforming into a robot?
Transformer.
Yeah, we're gonna take over that side of the conversation.
Are you
Yeah.
shooting up?
Sorry, Kev. No, dude.
I think it's when he raises his voice, right? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't
it's
know,
just time
dude.
to catch up. We'll let the internet catch up.
Yeah, the bandwidth has to, buffer. or
I've seen certain games that are anime inspired or anime based All right. Kev, mute your side already.
Kev's got some stuff.
Do we have to say goodbye to Turbo?
Yeah, mute your side over there for a second.
We have to say goodbye to Turbo. Sorry.
No,
guys.
wait.
No.
But they had things like Evangelion and like, you know, they said in the chat over there. And those games, I don't realize what they are. I think it's like a typing simulator or some shit. Like, some of those games don't look like they're actual games. And they look cool, but I think it's like a movie, like most of the time. Like certain anime games don't hold up because they're not really a game. Yeah, it'll just be a novel or something like that. And I'm like, oh, is this for Saturn? Is this like what is this for? What is this? And I know they have one for like PSP. That I thought might have been pretty cool, but it's hard to just jump in and buy an import when you don't realize what type of game it is nowadays. Because there's so many different, so many different types of things. But like any of those Saturn games would be a dope anime. Like,
of course.
Like Chase Red is saying, Dragonforce.
Take easily.
Take a Sega
Force
property.
3.
Any Sega property. Anyone.
There's
Guardian
so many.
Dragonforce
Heroes.
would be awesome.
So many.
Well,
Some-
I mean, there's stuff like Sega properties that got anime, like Sakura Wars. Sakura Wars was a game
Yes.
first and foremost, and then got an anime series. And actually, a lot of people in America only knew that Sakura Wars was a thing because AD Vision released the anime here, and a lot of people picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it. I thought it was. I didn't know about the game at all.
Sega.
It was like a dating sim type game in a simulator, right?
Yeah, it was a war simulator and dating sim. So it was a strategy game. Sorry, strategy game / dating sim.
Valis. They got a name. They're naming all the titles. In
Oh,
there.
actually, also,
Yeah.
the new Record of Lodoss War.
Oh,
Oh, that would be dope. I mean, it's been an anime, obviously.
No, I'm saying, but like the new
game is dope.
game that came out.
Yeah.
That's is it, I don't even
Well,
think
it's not out.
It's not
Still
fully
in
done.
beta,
It's not
so-
fully done. Yeah.
Not out
still in
yet.
beta.
It's like Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Beautiful
dude.
game.
It looks
That's-
amazing.
That is a
Beautiful.
I don't know when that's going to be done. though.
whatever they did so far. It's like
Beautiful.
Oh my god, it's a work of art.
Was Magic Knight Ray Earth an anime before it was a game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yep.
Also on the Saturn.
The intro,
Yes, it
Yes.
was.
the Saturn intro
Yes, it
was
was.
just straight from the anime. They didn't even change anything. They just
That was from
ripped
the all girl.
intro right out of the anime and stuck it in the game.
That was from the all girl artist. I forgot the name of them. Damn it.
Clamp.
Yes. That was from Clamp.
Yep.
I was a fan of them, but they were very. They drew weird though, but it was nice. It was
Yeah,
cool.
they drew like their super spider legs and like the
Yeah.
airplane shoulders. I'm like, what's going on with these dudes? Why do they look like
Yeah, it was
that?
very weird art.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I loved Ray Earth though. It was good.
Yeah, that was
The
a
show
fun
was
game.
fun too.
Should have
It
been
was a
3
fun,
players.
Fun show.
It did look like it was supposed to be a Secret of Mana type game.
Should have been 3 players.
Damn it.
Yeah, they should have given you that option.
Agreed.
They should bring it out.
I love it
Bring
though.
it back out.
I'm glad I have a copy of that because that game is
I
expensive.
do have a copy.
About to say you got one, right?
I have a copy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably dusty, cracked, and everything.
No, actually,
Now you saw it.
it's one. No, it's actually one of the few Saturn games that I think the case is not cracked. The instruction booklets
Ooh,
in
mine is.
almost
Mine has
pristine
cracked all the
condition.
shit.
Put that up on Instagram.
Yeah, you better get like $5,000 right there.
$5,000.
Hey, you can't-
$5,000.
Yeah, you never know, man.
If you sold, if you sold every for an entire fucking collection of Saturn games, you get $5,000.
Dude, I still gotta find my Panzer and my Shine Force 3 real copies.
You get like $3,000 if you
listen.
find those. If you find all those, you
Dude,
would.
Those
but
instruction
it makes
manuals,
me, it
though.
hurts my heart though.
That shit is ice cold in the freaking garage right now. You need
with
to find
a
that.
ripped up, crumpled ass fucking instruction.
With half a
manual.
page of a fucking instruction booklet.
You guys destroyed instruction manuals.
With
all the time,
iced
man.
tea stains on them.
Why does it always gotta go back to that same
It's
thing,
called
man?
Gamer Condition Guide.
Huh?
It's called Gamer Condition.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, yes.
Well, find those.
Yo,
You
my
need
man
to.
said iced tea.
You need to go hunt those
Dude,
down
you guys,
for real.
I don't know which attic it's in.
You guys gave zero fucks about the
I told him I
instruction
found-
manual and the,
I told him I found my cannon spike. Like I found some stuff.
yeah, I was there when you saw it.
Yeah.
When
That was
the-
probably my
the
cannon
garage.
spike.
Yeah. Right. All right. Whatever.
Another anime inspired game.
What spider game?
Spiders. No, sorry.
Spiders.
Spider was a dope game.
Another anime inspired game. Dynasty Warriors Gundam series.
Oh, Gundam. Yes.
Yeah.
Gundam.
That was
Yes.
the first one that they branched out into different anime.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
That's the one that started it all, and people were like, "Rah!" And so they just kept doing it.
I was one of those people.
That was a great one. I bought that imported because I was like, there's no way this shit's gonna come out in America. There's no way. And not even a year later, they brought it out to America. I was like, God damn it.
And on top of that, they had the English voice actors do the dialogue.
Turbo loved that.
Yeah, me too.
That was cool.
Yeah, man.
Y'all love that game. Y'all
Hell
play it
yeah.
all the time.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, it was so cool to be able to just like transform and shit, like or to fly across stuff because you were a freaking Gundam.
Yep.
So you had jets, you could just fly across through stuff. It was great.
That was the first one they did a good job with, other than Dynasty Warriors. That was one of the better ones.
Absolutely agreed.
And they weren't like super deformed ones, like all the ones I've ever seen. Every Gundam I see is like the super deformed
The
strategy game.
SG, yeah, those strategy games.
And those are the
Fun
only
too.
ones I saw all the time.
Big ass head.
Big old head.
I liked it in Final Fantasy and the Super Nintendo ones. That's fine.
For some
Super
reason, it
deformed.
worked.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It
It
worked.
It
Loved it.
worked. I don't know what it was.
I don't want to see him any other way. Actually, I do. I do want to see him do it. I want to see 2 and 3 done over like the new shit, like 7. I want
It
to
would
see it
mess
done
with
over.
me. I can't lie. It's gonna mess with me though.
Well,
if I
they
could
did
say
the
that.
movies over. When they did the movies in the PlayStation one, they did the CG versions, and they had them as real people. And
How
they
they
looked
look?
pretty dope.
They look dope?
Pretty dope.
I gotta check that out.
My bad, Cecil. I hate that name.
I like Cecil better,
Cecil.
man.
Cecil. How's it
Cecil's-
not? It's Cecil.
Cecil sounds
think it's-
classier.
No one in
Cecil.
America is named Cecil.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cecil.
And Yang. It's Yang.
Oh, you know who's in the chat? It's that motherfucking
Fucking
Donnie Brown.
Oh yeah, there he is.
What's up, Donnie?
You knew it was coming.
Welcome aboard.
It always starts with that motherfucking Donnie.
Donnie
It's always gotta sound with that.
Sorry, whenever you say his name, you gotta say it like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. Whenever you see Donnie Brown, you gotta
That's
sing.
that's an
Al?
intro for him, man.
Yep. Whenever you see Peter Cap, it's cap, 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 cap.
We got a ride or die squad.
Yeah.
You know, we got our ride or dies in here.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate y'all.
Emerald Wizard.
Emerald Wizard. You gotta give him the voice. You gotta give him the voice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Emerald Wizard.
This is what happens with these names.
Welcome
Here.
aboard.
We haven't even spoke about Dragon Ball.
No.
No,
I mean, we talked about how it evolved from
Yeah.
Dragon Power up to
I'm sorry.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
No, I'm
That's
just
how
saying.
we started,
I just wanted to
actually.
talk about Dragon Ball Z sagas. That's all I really wanted to talk about.
You want
I thought you were
sagas?
gonna
Talk about it.
Dragon
Talk
Ball.
about it.
Sagas, man.
What about the Whatcha? There was
I
a
don't think I ever
portable.
played it.
There was a portable RPG that was dope too, though. That people be forgetting about.
RPG?
Which
Yeah.
one was that?
I think it was what the fuck was it?
The GBA one?
Yeah, there was a Game Boy Advance one that was amazing, and no one told us
Yeah.
about it.
The Legend of Goku or something like that,
Was
right?
it like that? Yeah, it was an overhead
I don't
role
remember.
player.
Something like that.
Dragon Ball be like,
Yeah.
let me see how many times I can make
Actually, there
money.
were 2 on GBA. There was an action one that was also really good,
Yeah,
based on the original Dragon Ball series.
That might be Sagas.
oh, that could have been good then.
Wait, Sagas was
Wait,
for
wait, what?
PS2.
What?
And Sagas was
You know
based
what
on-
I'm
Wait,
saying?
wait.
Sagas was based on Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah.
Listen, Dragon Ball came
Can't
on
believe-
before Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was
Can't
my
believe
shit.
y'all shit talking.
He like derailing my shit right
dude,
there.
what
He's
the hell's
talking about-
going on over
He's derailing my
Did
shit
they
right
make
is
any
there.
going
good
on?
Sailor Moon games?
I'm
Yeah, they had some
offended.
fighters.
Yeah, I
had a
thought I
Super
saw like a
Nintendo.
Super
They
Nintendo
had
fighting game.
funny
Super
thing
Nintendo
is when we
fighter
went to Cradle of Aviation, they
Yeah,
had
I
a
saw
Sailor
that.
Moon
Yeah.
That's some
tournament.
fighters.
There
It
was a
dope.
tournament. There was a Sailor Moon. fighter
Nobody
tournament.
was there.
Nah, nobody was playing. It was a
Well,
good game
there was like 3
There
people.
it
Well, that's not a big like.
No, that's
I mean, it's big in America, but it's not now. It's not.
Nah, Sagas is a forgotten series. That was 2-player co-op, man. 2-player
Legacy
co-op.
of Goku. That's what it was called
you
on
never
Game
played
Boy.
I mean, it was all right. I'll say this about it. There was tons of
It's
mistakes.
cerulean.
There was ways to improve that.
There's
Definitely.
tons of
There was promise though.
yeah. There was enough for me and Turbo to play through it and be like, yo,
You
this
just
is
put like 3,000 little alien dudes.
like there's the little Cybermen or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you could
They needed more variety.
they you could choose whoever, Tien, Yamcha, Goku, same.
But
old,
imagine
same old.
that polished with Dragon Ball Z Fighters graphics.
made into a what is it the fucking
Oh, a Dynasty game?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
That's-
surprised Dragon Ball hasn't picked up on a Dynasty
yo.
infrastructure yet.
They're
They've
trying to-
never really had a moment where they had like a legion of people for them to beat
No,
up.
never.
Except for the second, the Dragon Ball Super, when Frieza got Resurrection F, he brought the whole Frieza team down to Earth, and Like the Z Fighters were like fighting like an entire army
Maybe you could do that.
at one
Yeah.
time.
There was also the Kula movie with like a bajillion Kulas.
Yes,
I don't know if you remember
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would work. That would work.
Yeah, and there was always like a billion of the Cybermen too.
Yeah.
They could have done like a shit ton of Cybermen.
Just change their
as
colors.
well.
Perfect. That's different stages right there.
Just
Boom,
change
boom, done.
Just change their
They could've
hair,
done
change the
it.
colors.
We don't.
And you know what's surprising that they didn't do it is that Bandai owns like they're like exclusive publisher to Dragon Ball stuff. Bandai's always put out the Dragon Ball stuff.
That's right.
So
They own
the
the
fact that they
property.
wouldn't put out a Musou game is perplexing.
Yeah.
They own the property, and you can just throw a fireball and burn them all.
we don't care who we're fighting. Just
Yeah.
destroy shit. Just explosions
Like,
and
fun.
blow up
Care.
planets. Who cares?
Just make the
I
bosses
just want to
epic.
throw some Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Make the bosses epic.
Just charge shit up.
Just don't sound like a girl when you throw it.
And just throw in a little Rama, and then you'll be good.
So on that note, is there any anime that you'd like to see turned into a game that's currently
Yes.
out?
Oh, current? Well,
Well, not even. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not current. Like, is there an anime that you have seen that you want to see turned into a game and you have prospects for that?
yeah. There's a
yeah, Bubblegum Crisis.
What's that? Oh, Bubblegum Crisis.
Oh,
Bubblegum
shit.
Crisis.
Yes.
Wow.
I would love that
Okay.
to be like a good game. It did get Bubblegum Crash got a game, but it kind of
Yeah.
it was just like a story game.
Yeah.
I want like an action game where you're like in the mech suits and you're, blowing boomers up,
So Power Rangers.
and that would be awesome. no,
It would be a Power Rangers game. That's what it would be.
no, Power Rangers is.
Power Rangers for Game Gear was dope, though. I will hold that to this.
That was fun.
That was a
I did
dope
like
game.
that game. It was good.
Power Rangers. Yeah.
Game Gear
those
was
games are
good.
dope.
I'm sorry. It was good.
But freaking, that was a dope. That
I
was a
don't
dope
think I
series.
watch any animes nowadays that I would want to. I don't watch enough anime anymore.
That had one of the best intro themes of all time. The new one, the
Dude,
ADV.
watch
Dude, I've
watch
been
Bubblegum. If you haven't seen Bubblegum Crisis, it's like the sci-fi anime classic.
Yeah, it's
it was made in like
Dude.
1987. It's good stuff. It's like
What was the new one?
cyberpunk with what was what?
Well, what was the one made after it? It was Bubblegum.
Bubblegum Crash.
It was Bubblegum Crisis and Bubblegum Crisis 2000 something.
Oh, 2042.
2042
or
or something.
2047 or something like that.
That's the one I watched. a
Yeah,
lot of.
that.
Bro.
Not as good as the original, though, right?
Yeah, that one was weird.
I'm gonna seem mad old right now because I haven't watched anime in a long time, but Gunsmith Cats would probably
Oh, I
be good.
love Gunsmith Cat. Same artist,
I mean,
by the
It
way.
is.
yes,
But
same
it is.
artist,
Crisis-
same artist.
With
Yeah,
that
same
damn
artist who did-
snaggletooth.
No, but I'd like to see that as a game, man.
Dude, he
That'd
got
be
hit
cool.
by a car and threw it off him. I still remember that. It's like, how? How? You don't have any powers. How do you throw
a
a
Mustang.
car off
It's-
your chest?
It's a Mustang.
It
You're
was.
talking about
That's a Mustang.
Riding Bean.
What was
Yeah.
that?
Riding Bean. It's kind of in the same world. It was actually it came out before Gunsmith Cats.
Really?
Mighty Beans. a dude
It
got
also
hit.
takes place in Chicago. It's old. It's super
Really?
old.
Yeah, he was
I
trying to
didn't
save
even
some
know
little,
that.
little girl got kidnapped. Yeah, it was
Oh,
one show. It was one that they
I
came
didn't
out
even
with.
know
Yeah,
that,
it was
man.
one.
Wow.
Stikz. They're making a new one.
Of Riding Bean?
Yep,
Shut
they're making a new OVA of that randomly, like 32 years later. They're like, hey, you know what's a good idea?
Wow.
Let's remake this anime.
Good.
But yeah, they're making a new one of it, and Bean's going to be the main character,
Okay.
and the girl's still going to be in it. Rally.
Man.
I'm gonna check out all these
gotta-
things.
I gotta
man.
check
I
it
gotta
out.
check out all this stuff.
That's
they-
been like
they
Catch
20
up.
released.
Got to catch up.
Been
Hell
like
yeah.
20 something
I didn't
years,
know none of
whatever.
this But Gunsmith Guys is dope though.
Yeah,
that would be
man.
dope. And what do I have to name from this era? Because I
This
guess we
one?
go.
Well,
I guess we
this
go
era?
with this era. Go for it.
Demon Slayer. I mean, they are making a game, but it looks
They are.
fire.
Really?
Demon Slayer.
Of Demon Slayer?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it gonna be like the first episode?
No, it's, nah.
'Cause that's not a
a
good
fighting
game.
No,
no,
I
it's
can't
it's
see that happen.
nah. Demon Slayer is gonna be fire. I just saw a video of it on YouTube the other day. Like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's
It looks
That's what
really
I
good.
said. Let me start.
it took inspiration from Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4
Okay.
with the way it plays, but yeah, I think that game's gonna turn out to be great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited for that.
I would name something, but I only watch like romantic freaking comedy anime. So none of them are gonna be a
Like
good
what?
game.
Like,
Okay,
I'm
well,
curious now.
City
What
Hunter.
are you watching?
Hell,
And
man.
you got to share now.
Well, no, I'll go back.
I think there's a Black Clover game that came out, but I haven't played it. I'd give that a try.
I haven't watched.
I would like a real Evangelion game that's like fighting the fucking angels, and like a real action game and Evangelion. So, or I would say like a Dirty Pair Flash Contra game. Just because I would have a shooter side scroller like that.
Yeah,
that would be pretty dope.
The Dirty Pair running gun.
Yes.
I'd be down for that.
Yes.
Okay.
That would.
That's my
That'd be
old school
dope.
throwback. Even though Evangelion's old school now too, damn. But still,
I know.
at least that's on Netflix right now. And I'm still waiting for the last episode of that damn movie. Like 7 years now. Jeez, man.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Legendary anime JP fan 2 said Gunsmith Clats, Trigun.
Trigun would be cool. As
Great
a Devil
teacher
May Cry. Was that
Onizuka.
never a game?
Trigun's going.
Oh, shit. No.
Trigun didn't get a game.
They had a game that was a dude who carries a casket. And like it was like a Devil May Cry. It was made by the same guy who made Trigun. And it's surprising that they never made a Trigun game. That's crazy.
Oh, that's right. What the hell
And they
was
came
that
out with
called?
a new one too recently. And it was a new. I forget what it was. Somebody in the chat probably knows.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about. Somebody in chat will probably,
they'll pop up
probably
in
know.
there.
Someone like Cerulean or someone who's into anime.
Oh, and there were Attack on Titan games too.
Yeah, they did. They were good.
Yeah.
They were good.
Oh,
Oh,
Turbo's not
Tiger.
still with us, is he?
Yeah,
Nah, he gone.
I don't know.
He got
He was
dropped.
in the chat. He was in the chat.
He got dropped.
He
in the chat.
Yeah, he
Oh,
played
shit.
those games.
He'll go crazy over Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
man.
said they were pretty dope.
Nah, they look dope. FLCO.
Yeah, that's a 3DS one, I think.
FLCO would not be a good game. That's a no.
Which
It wouldn't
game?
work. Actually, maybe FLCO. I mean, I'm burnt by the last episode, the last things they put out.
I never watched it.
Yeah, it's like an more indie title,
Okay.
but yeah,
Sounds like a
It's
prescription
like-
drug.
It's like a cult classic. Like it's a Gainax. Like it's a popular. Like
the original.
the people who made Evangelion also made Fooly Cooly, but
Yeah, that's the name.
it was more like a cult hit.
Yeah, they did it over again, and it was like, ugh.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I didn't like the new ones.
Oh, I don't know
I
that.
didn't like the new ones. They did make a Cowboy Bebop game, but it wasn't good. It wasn't that good.
Oh, I didn't hear shit about
It's-
that.
yeah, the PlayStation PS1 game was a PS1 game.
Yeah. Yes.
It was all
I
right.
didn't hear much
It was
Nah,
okay.
it
about
wasn't,
it. Make that like Rolling Thunder.
wow.
There you go. Yeah, hell yeah, do that. Yeah.
They made a kill
Somebody in the
fighting game.
chat said, "Is there a good Berserk
Hell
game?"
yeah,
All
man.
of them.
Yeah.
Nah,
All of
do
them.
the Band of the Hawk.
Yeah.
For,
I need to do my triggers.
was that
this.
Yeah, he did that just
what did
to
he
piss you
say?
off. That was a troll one.
Was there a One Punch Man game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
One
One Punch
Punch
Man.
Man.
And there's a
Was it
recent
good?
one.
The way
Johnny.
the way it played, basically you only play as One Punch. You have to wait for One Punch Man to show up. You play as like the
Cyborg.
So you don't
You
play
have
as
to.
him?
No, wait.
Oh.
You play as the side characters, and there's a
Well, 'cause-
countdown waiting for One Punch Man to show up.
And he comes in and
And then he comes in, one punches the enemy, and it's over.
that's the only way. That's the only way that
That's
can work.
funny.
That's the
That
only
is
way that
funny.
can work. Because if you're him, you're just gonna
You
kill
can't make
everything.
a game
Yeah,
if
but-
you're just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Don't make no
Superman.
sense.
That's why they can't do
Nah, the
Superman.
cyborg in that is dope.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
dope freaking show.
They need to make another My Hero Academia game.
They did.
No, like not the
They
second one.
just came up with a second one.
No, like
What do you want?
Yeah.
it wasn't
A better one? Yes. You can say a better one.
It could be an action game, not a fighting game.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Cerulean says that there was a Cowboy Bebop game on the PS2 that was a fighting game.
What?
What? I didn't know that.
Cowboy Bebop.
I had no idea.
Really?
I would
That
beat
sounds
all y'all.
interesting,
I'm going to
though.
pick Ed and whip y'all ass.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I'ma
if
be
that was a
the
girl or a
dog.
guy for a long time, man.
Still,
It's a
don't.
girl. No, it's a girl.
Get your ass beat by a corgi.
Is there a-
Yes. Yes, pick the dog.
Is there an anime that would fit the beat 'em up genre that you can think of?
Is that what?
Anime that would fit the beat 'em up genre.
Beat him up. It would be
Black
it would
Clover?
have to be one of the games. I'm one of the fighters.
I don't. So
Black Cloverwood.
One of the
Oh,
things
okay.
you talk about. Yeah, you watch all those.
There actually was some animes that got beat 'em ups, like what was that? Ikitosen. Do you guys know that show, Ikitosen?
No, that's
It's about a bunch of basically they took a bunch of Chinese warlords, but they gender bent them all, so they turned into like a big old titty anime, right? the beat 'em up, the beat 'em up is pretty good on PSP,
Really?
and
Probably
yeah,
tried to play
it's
that.
not bad.
I might have.
title.
Yeah, I might have played. I played a lot of PSP titles, and if there's big boobies involved, I probably did play it.
Oh, yeah.
sure you did. I'm
One of
sure you
those
did.
Games. Very
I'm sure you did.
super fan servicey.
Yeah, I definitely probably played Elisa for a second. For a second,
Yo.
I don't know if I really got into it.
You got into it.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
You know what I mean? Like, really.
Privately,
really.
privately, yeah.
You got into
Nobody
it.
knows about it, but
That
you.
pause button real quick.
Pause button.
At a certain angle.
I played one stage.
Hold up.
Hold on, let me get a close up.
Hold on, hold on.
You can't even play PSP one-handed. Stop it.
Who's playing these games with
Sure,
lotion?
you can.
Six is like, damn, I wish I had photo mode in this.
He's playing that game like, oh.
Oh, man. Yo.
That's awesome.
But yeah, on that note, we can go on about anime forever and games, but you know, we don't have all night.
No, we don't.
I know there's so many. There's so
It's gotta be
many.
a part 2.
There will be a part two,
we can
definitely.
do
Definitely.
that.
But I'm gonna have to play a bunch more too. Though.
Seriously, yo? Yeah, we gotta bust them out.
I gotta watch some anime, man.
What would be good actually is games that got animes that were video games first, especially since y'all are a video
Dude,
game
we have-
podcast,
there's
or games that got animes. I'm sorry, animes that got shit. What the fuck?
Games that were turned into animes after.
Yes.
Yes, after they were games. They were games first.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
games
And then
first.
they got
and then
anime.
Animes
That would be a
based
good
on.
one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
So you've named the next topic you'll be on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go.
That's right. I'm already setting it up.
I can
for
even
the next
start it
one.
off. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Gungrave, thank you.
No.
Super Boo got it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Gungrave.
Oh, that's right.
And they came out with a VR version too. Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
So many. God
Yeah,
damn it.
man.
Shit.
Well, you know what that means, y'all.
What does that mean?
What is that?
Sarumaru.
Scared.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me on. It's always a blast, and hopefully I get to be on again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you will.
We can nerd out
You're
some
always
more.
welcome.
Most definitely.
In 2 weeks. No.
All right.
We're gonna film part 2 right now. If
Yeah.
you want to stick around,
The stream's going all night. It's going all night. No. Thank you, man.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, everybody in the chat,
All
man.
right, thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
man.
thank you, thank you.
No problem,
Thank you.
sir.
Have a
You
good
too,
night.
brother.
You
too.
too. Take care. Be good.
Peace.
and thank you, chat. You guys
Yeah,
were
the chat.
on fire.
Chat's on fire, man.
Chat.
Thank
chat
you.
is huge.
Chat is always
Thank
on
you,
fire.
guys.
So
man.
we hope
Thanks,
y'all had a
chat
good
is
time.
huge.
Yeah, I hope you had a good time.
It's so huge.
It's so man.
That was perfect, actually.
Oh, Al, kill that.
That was good.
Huge. Stop it.
All right.
Anyway.
Yo, thank you guys so much in the chat for keeping
Yes.
the chat live tonight.
No, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
guys for the raids.
Yes.
Appreciate
Oh, yes,
y'all.
we
That was
appreciate
crazy.
that.
That was unexpected.
Yo, speaking of unexpected, shout out to Tommy Tellerico for
Yeah.
popping in.
The random pop up.
Yo.
The day before his birthday.
Yeah,
What
man.
the hell?
Tommy be lurking, man.
Yeah, he be
Yo,
man.
dude, man.
doing some
Yeah,
business
baby.
with Saru. That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Let's
some
see-
good- we had some good things.
Unit
hopefully.
Yuki.
Yeah,
You
let's
gotta
get
see
that. Let's get that in the Amico,
You
man.
gotta see that on the Amico. That'd be awesome.
So it's just a multiplayer FX.
Yeah, Player 1, Yuki. Player 2, maybe me. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
man.
going on.
No.
But anyway, for all you guys who just tuning in right now, don't know about this, we got Tetris Tuesdays every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with Al G857. That's me.
That guy.
And then we got the Video Game Podcast every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time with the whole crew.
Yeah.
And you don't know
Yeah,
who
baby.
we're going to have every week.
That's right.
But we'll let you know on our social media, so you got to follow up on that. And then, of course, we have Throwback Thursdays with your boy, Stikz.
That's right. That's right.
Bang,
And
bang, bang.
Fighter Fridays with BigChoco.
That's
At
right.
9 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern
baby.
Time. You look at that right there on the screen. You see all that shit.
Yeah.
Taking on all challenges. Anybody who wants to fight me on Fighter Friday.
That's right.
Yeah, he'll lose too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I will
it
fight.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I will fight.
First Friday of every month, we got the.
Smash Fridays.
That's right. Where anybody's invited. Well, selected people are invited to.
No,
right?
not
No?
selected.
No?
Anyone who wants to come in
Really?
and play. Anyone who wants to smoke.
Really?
Who wants to sit in the smoking
That
section.
that has a good internet connection.
Okay, yes. That
I
has
knew
to
there
be
was a
consideration.
disclaimer. That's why I paused there. I was
If
like,
your
wait,
internet
what?
connection sucks,
Okay.
do not jump into the
Okay.
arena.
Exactly.
You need that. You know that.
And
like,
you'll find me and Turbo 857 in there, probably
Awesome.
whooping asses and taking names.
awesome. And also the first Tuesday of every month, we have the Tetris 99 battle. Everybody's invited. It will be up on the stream. I'm going to put the code up there. Invite anybody. You can just Have fun, man. It's
Come
gonna
on
be a good
in.
old time.
That would be
It's gonna
really
good
cool.
old time. Man.
Even from Japan.
No,
Even from
Now we take on all challenges.
No.
Yeah,
And you know what?
They whipping his ass. Japan be whipping his ass.
You might even see. Yeah, well, you might even see another member of Level 857.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we got 99 people.
You might actually see some
play.
guests too. Some guests that were on the podcast.
We might have
You
that.
never know,
It could happen.
Exactly.
I think we can.
99 Japanese.
they're like, we're here to kill you.
We are here.
T-spin all day. T-spin.
Yeah. No, just anyway. Follow us on all our social media. Hit that like button, yo.
Remember,
If you guys enjoyed,
jokes. He's got jokes.
if you like what you saw,
We appreciate y'all.
we appreciate everything you guys do. Leave a comment on our videos.
Hell yeah.
Follow us. Share the videos with a friend. Let us know. Let other people know, not us. Let other people know
Let us know
about us.
And don't forget, if you're listening to our audio podcast, please give us a top score.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
No, it really helps us
Every
out,
little
man.
bit counts.
Every little bit counts. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. And until next week, peace.
And I fixed my internet connection. It's fixed. It's fixed, man. It's fixed.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out,
Thank
Later,
you.
y'all.
Thank you for tuning into the podcast. If you want to see the full, raw, uncut madness and mayhem, click the link to the full show in the description below. See you next week.